I'm going to be ranking the best free cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 35 of the best free cards currently in My Team. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below in Season 7 what free cards you guys currently grinding for and what is your favorite or best free card on your current lineup. But yeah, like I said, I'll be ranking all of the best free cards in the game from S tier all the way down to D. So Allen Houston going to start us off here. I think is probably going to be somewhere in the B tier category. I think he's a solid all-around free card. He's 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, and he's just a good free dark matter. He plays defense at a decent level. He's going to be great offensively with a 96 3 ball, 96 mid-range. He's got tons and tons of good Hall of Fame shooting badges. His playmaking badges are really good on Hoff. Like, he's got a total of 35 Hall of Fame badges, so amazing for a free dark matter. And then also you take a look at his jump shot. He's got a pretty good release with the Corey Kispert base and the Klay Thompson upper on very quick timing. I think it's a pretty solid jump shot, and then he also does have the T-Max size up and the tray escape as well. So maybe Allen Houston potentially could be a little bit higher, but I think for now, there's so many good free cards being added into my team, so I think for now, he'll probably be in that B tier category alongside Gilbert Arenas. I think he's going to be in B tier. He's a little bit undersized for point guard, only being 6'4", but he still brings great offense to the table, and I think he's one of the more fun free cards and just fun point guards to use in the game because of his jump shot. Like, that's the main reason why he's still somewhat decent, is because of the O-shape base and the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing is one of my new favorite jump shots in the game. And then he's also got the tray fade, he's got the Kemba Walker size up, the Curry escape, quick drops off one, front clutches. So they gave him pretty much the best animations in my team to really make up for his lack of height. But all around, I would say Gilbert Arenas is probably going to be a B tier free card. Artis Gilmore, I would say you got to go easy S, 100% got to be in the S tier category. One of the new best free cards in my team. I think he's worth grinding for pretty much everybody that doesn't mind playing unlimited. He's only at 6,000 points, which is about 30 games in total, and you get a 7'2" center with a 7'5" wingspan, and he can also play the power forward spot. He's such an elite level defender, 95 block, 98 interior defense, 92 steal, 92 perimeter. Like, he just does everything on the defensive end at such a high level. He can cover a lot of ground. He's super athletic, and then even offensively has a solid jump shot and really good dribble sig. So Artis Gilmore, I would say, is most likely going to be a top 5 to 7 free card currently in the game. I think Hakeem Olajuwon probably will be an A tier. I think he's a really good free card. I would take not Gilbert Arenas. I would take Artis Gilmore a little bit over Hakeem just because of his size, being a little bit taller, has a better player model. He's also most likely the better defender, and they have very similar jump shots. So for me personally, I would take Artis Gilmore, but Hakeem Olajuwon still a great free card in the game. Bradley Beal, I'm gonna have to say in C tier. Same thing with Benedict Mathurin. I think they're both solid offensive free cards, but they do lack a lot of defense, and I think they do have good jump shots, but not the tallest for their position. I mean, Benedict's really good, 6'7" for a shooting guard, but Bradley Beal only being 6'3" or 6'4". Is he 6'3" or 6'4"? Listen, in my team, he's 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan. But yeah, the defense really isn't the best, and also doesn't have like crazy good dribble sig. So, and his jump shot's nothing, and it's not anything too crazy. So I would say both Bradley Beal and Benedict Mathurin going to be in that C tier category. Rick Smith, 100% going to be an S tier. He might be the best free card currently in the game because a lot of people are saying he's better than Yao Ming. He's 7'4" at the center position, 7'7" wingspan. His player model is absolutely unreal. Like, he looks 7'5" or 7'6" in game. His defense is top tier, 97 block, 95 interior defense, 89 steal, 85 perimeter. His jump shot super knockdown, the KCP base and the Dario Saric upper on very quick timing, and also does have pretty good dribble sigs, but just his animations in game are so elite that I think it makes him one of the best, if not the best free card currently. Billy Knight, I'm gonna say, is an A tier. I still think he's a really well-rounded shooting guard, still has a good jump shot. I'd probably take him over Allen Houston. I think he's just a little bit more complete of a card. Bob Pettit, I would also put in A tier because of just his all-around play. I think he's a really good defender. That's probably the main thing about Bob Pettit, is his defense, but I think the card also offers really good offense because of his jump shot. But yeah, 95 block, 97 interior defense, 94 perimeter, 90 steal, really good Hall of Fame defensive badges. Jump shot wise, I think it's a great release. It's the same base as Marc Gasol, Elvin Hayes, who we'll talk about here in a second. And then he also does have really good dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up, the Steph Curry escape. I think Bob Pettit actually provides a good amount of offense for a defensive small forward that I think he's going to be in the A tier category. Austin Carr, I would say, is probably C tier. I do like him a little bit more than Bradley Beal at the point guard position, but once again, only 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. I do think he's got a better jump shot and maybe even better dribble swings than Bradley Beal, but I think they probably got to be on the same level, somewhere in that C tier category. But not bad for being one of the worst free cards in season 7 to still be in C tier is actually pretty solid. CJ McCollum, though, I think is also going to have to be in C tier. Another just short point guard. Nothing really else to say for CJ McCollum. How do you spell his name? I thought it was MC. Why is it not popping up? Is it not this? Okay, that's weird. I typed in MC and it wasn't popping up, but CJ McCollum, only 6'3", a point guard, 6'6" wingspan. Gonna be not the best of defenders, but he definitely makes up for it, on the offensive end. Has some pretty good dribble sigs. You know what? The Ja Morant size up is pretty bad. Is this card F or D? Like, he might be D tier, honestly, because I would take Bradley Beal and Austin Carr over CJ McCollum. I think, as crazy it might sound to say, I think CJ McCollum is going to actually be in the D tier category. Danny Ferry, another easy A tier choice. He's just a really good offensive small forward, has an elite level jump shot, really good dribble sigs. I think for a free card, going to be somewhere in the A tier category. Josh Giddey, I would say, is probably like somewhere in low B tier, maybe. Like Jeremy Grant, I think is probably also B tier. Both just really solid free cards in the game. Like if you look at a card like Jeremy Grant, he has great all-around stats and badges for a 6'8" small forward, 7'2" wingspan. He's super complete on paper. It's just the fact that they didn't give him some crazy overpowered jump shot, but it's still a decent release. Holy voice crack. And then he doesn't have the best of dribble sigs either, like only having the normal size up and the Kobe escape. But I don't know if I can put him on the same tier as like an Austin Carr or a Bradley Beal. Like I also think, Elvin Hayes, I think Hondo, these guys all got to be in the B tier category, because I don't think any of them are on the same level as a Bob Pettit, Hakeem, Billy Knight as a free card. But then I think they're all better than a Benedict Mathurin, a Bradley Beal, and Austin Carr. So I think for now, I'm going to keep them all in the B tier category. Just very solid free cards in the game. Isaiah Thomas, easy D tier. Don't think there's really too much debate about that one. He's only 6'1", can barely dunk the basketball, and just not going to be a good defender. Kevin Garnett, I will say, is actually probably going to be in B tier, even though he's like the most outdated card technically. I think he's like the free card in the game that's on this tier list that's been released the latest in game, or like the earliest. Like he's all the way back from January 31st, in the Gauntlet Spotlight, or the Galactic Spotlights, I should say. 6'11" at power forward, 7'2" wingspan. He's still a good defender, still has a capable level jump shot with a LaMelo Ball base, the KG upper on quick timing, and then some pretty good dribble sigs. I would say KG is still somewhere in that B tier category. Marquise Johnson, probably also going to be in B tier. He might be A tier though. Like Marquise Johnson, I feel like is actually super underrated for a free card in the game. How do you spell his last name? Yeah, Marquise Johnson. I think he's really good for a 6'7" shooting guard, 6'10" wingspan. His stats are super complete. He's got a great quick jump shot, and then he's also got the Garland size up, the Curry escape, Dame behind the back. He's got really good dribble sigs. His tendencies could be a little bit better for defense. So I think for now, probably going to be somewhere in B tier. Mike Bantam, I would say easy A tier. Not really too much of a debate. Very similar to a card like Billy Knight, just very well-rounded, has good jump shot, good dribble sigs, all around great stats and badges, and he's still 6'9" at that small forward position. Mitch Richmond, I think, is the same kind of tier as a Allen Houston. I think they're basically the same card. Mitch Richmond just a little bit worse, but I do think he's better than like a Bradley Beal and a Benedict Mathurin. Steve Smith, I think you probably still got to put in the S tier category, a card that can compete against the T-Max, the Terry Dishingers, the Vince Carters, Tim Thomases, those top tier shooting guards. I think he's somewhat on that level, maybe like a tier below those guys, but still on that level where he can compete because of his size. 6'8" at the shooting guard position, 6'10" wingspan. Has a great jump shot, the LaMelo Ball base, the Evan Fournier upper, on very quick timing is such a good jump shot. He's also got the Trey fade, he's got the Kyle Lowry size up, the Trey escape, Dame behind the back. His tendencies could be better, but all around, I think Steve Smith is most likely going to be a top 5 to 7 free card currently in the game. Muggsy Bogues, if I'm trolling, I can put him in S tier, but he's obviously going to be a D, only 5'3" at the point guard spot. I mean, he's just way too undersized to play any position. Purvis Ellison, obviously going to be in the A tier category. I don't think he's S in the sense where he's a top 5 to 7 free card, but I don't think he's B tier. I like him more at the small forward spot and just as a card over every single card in B. Pete Maravich, I know a lot of people most likely going to disagree, but I might go P. Maravich in C tier. I know he's got a good jump shot. I know he's really good 300, but his defense is so lackluster. I would definitely take him over Bradley Beal, 100% over Beal, and maybe Austin Carr, but His defense is okay. His jump shot's good. I mean, I guess I could put him in B tier. You know what? I'll go Pete Maravich in B tier. Same thing with Glenn Rice. I'll probably put them in B tier. There's just so many cards in B. I think this point guard might be in A tier. I think he's a really good point guard, actually. Yeah, I think I can never pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him the Dark Matter point guard because I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. You guys know already I suck at pronouncing names. There's no way I'm even pronouncing one of those names right, but he's actually a really good point guard. He's got a great jump shot, good dribble sigs, quick drops off one, you know, decent on-ball steal tendency for defense. He's a great free point guard in the game. I'm going to throw him somewhere in the A tier category. Malik Sealy, another kind of B tier free card. There's just so many B tier level free cards in the game. I don't think any of these guys really deserve to be in C, and they definitely don't deserve to be in the A tier spot. Maybe I'll have to move around a couple cards later in the video. Sean Elliott, I'm gonna say A. I think he's a really good free shooting guard. Kind of like a worse version of Steve Smith is the way I would describe Sean Elliott, but I think he's a really good free card in the game. Sean Livingston also going to be an A tier, even though not that many people talk about Sean Livingston anymore. He was really hyped up when he first came out. Like everyone was really, and me included. You know, I was really hyped for Sean Livingston. I think he's still a great point guard. 6'7" at the 1, has a great jump shot. I still think he's one of the best free point guards in my team, maybe even the best. Steven Adams, I think you got to go B tier. I mean, maybe C for a card like Steven Adams. Like, I gotta kind of put some cards in C tier. Victor Oladipo, I would say, is going to be in B tier just because of his defense and his slashing ability. Franz Wagner, I'm gonna throw in C tier. I don't think he's really that great of a small forward. Zion and Alonzo Mourning, I think, is going to probably round out our top 5 because I'd like to have like 5 to 7 free cards in S. So I think I'll have those 5 free cards in S tier, and that's most likely going to round off my free card tier list. I can maybe move a couple free cards down to C, but I think all of these guys kind of deserve to be in the B tier category. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my free card tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.